When you think of New York City, what comes to mind? The dizzying heights of skyscrapers, the constant hum of traffic, and the endless rush of commuters? Yet, there is something beautiful about this city that often goes unnoticed: the hidden moments of art. Alice Tan Ridley, a singer whose voice lit up the subway stations of New York, became one of those hidden gems. Her powerful voice was a quiet force of nature, rising above the noise and bustle of the city, captivating anyone who took the time to stop and listen. Her journey from the subway platforms to national fame is a testament to perseverance, talent, and the magic of music. Born Alice Ann Ridley on December 21, 1952, in Lumpkin, Georgia, Alice was raised in a musical family. As the seventh of 8 children, she grew up surrounded by music. Her brothers and sisters all played instruments, and music was a constant presence in their home. From an early age, Alice found herself drawn to the power of song. Her parents, though not professional musicians, instilled in their children a deep love for music, and Alice soon realized that it was her calling. The rhythm of life in Georgia was shaped by the sound of music, and Alice's voice would eventually become one of the city's most beloved. In 1971, Alice made the decision to leave her hometown behind and move to New York City. While many come to the city chasing dreams of fame and fortune, Alice came to teach. She began her career as a special needs educator, helping children navigate the challenges of life. But even as she settled into this new life, the music never left her. It wasn't until 1992 that she decided to pursue music full-time, but it wasn't on a grand stage. Alice found her voice in the most unlikely of places: the subway. New York City's subway system is often thought of as a place of transit and chaos. Commuters rush from one end of the city to the other, their faces weary from the demands of the day. But for Alice, the subway was a stage, one where she could share her love of music with anyone who stopped to listen. She began performing in various subway stations, including Union Square, 34th Street, and Times Square. These bustling stations, teeming with people, became her stage for over 30 years. For Alice, the subway wasn't about fame or recognition. It was about the music. She didn't seek the spotlight. She simply wanted to share her talent with the world. Her powerful, soulful voice was her gift to those who were willing to stop and listen. As she sang songs like "I Will Always Love You," "My Heart Will Go On," and "I Will Survive," her voice stood out amid the noise of the trains and the murmur of the crowds. It was a voice that stopped people in their tracks, making them pause for a moment of beauty in the midst of their busy lives. Alice's performances were a gift not just to herself, but to the commuters who needed a moment of peace. The subway, often viewed as a place of hurry and impersonal interactions, was transformed by Alice into a place of connection. Her music wasn't just an escape, it was an invitation to reflect, to pause, and to experience something real in a world that often felt overwhelming. The commuters who stopped to listen felt that magic. It was the kind of art that didn't need an audience to validate it. It was art in its purest form, shared between Alice and those who happened to be in the right place at the right time. Despite the many people who passed through the subway stations, Alice's voice was impossible to ignore. Those who heard her sing often found themselves drawn to the raw emotion and power in her voice. Whether they had a few minutes to spare or were rushing to catch their next train, they couldn't help but stop and listen. In that moment, Alice's voice became a bridge between strangers. It reminded them of the beauty that exists even in the most unexpected places. It was this connection that made her performances so special. Alice's talent didn't go unnoticed for long. As she continued to perform in the subway stations, word of her incredible voice spread, and she began to gain a loyal following. People recorded her performances on their phones, and soon her music found its way to the wider world through social media. A 2010 article in the New York Post highlighted Alice's performances, And it wasn't long before she found herself auditioning for America's Got Talent, AGT, a show that would change the course of her career. At the age of 58, Alice made her appearance on AGT in 2010, delivering a powerful rendition of Etta James' At Last. Her voice, rich with emotion and experience, left a lasting impression on the judges and the audience. She made it to the semifinals of the competition, a recognition that brought her music to millions of viewers across the country. While Alice didn't win the competition, her appearance on AGT marked the beginning of a new chapter in her career. Her voice was now being heard beyond the subway stations, and she was finally getting the attention she deserved. The journey from the subway to America's Got Talent was not an easy one, but it was a testament to Alice's perseverance and passion for music. She had spent years honing her craft in the subway stations, where the only validation came from the brief moments of connection with her listeners. But when she stepped onto the stage of AGT, she showed the world that her voice was a force to be reckoned with. It wasn't just about singing. It was about telling a story through music, connecting with the audience on a deep emotional level. Alice's appearance on AGT also opened doors to other opportunities. She had already gained some recognition, with her appearance on 30 Seconds to Fame, where she won $25,000. But it was her time on AGT that really launched her into the national spotlight. She also appeared in the 2005 documentary Rise and the film Heights, where her voice was featured in the soundtrack. These opportunities allowed her to showcase her talent to a wider audience, but her love for singing in the subway never faded. Even as her career took off, she remained grateful for the time she spent performing underground, where her music had the power to change the lives of those who heard it. Alice's rise to fame was a long, winding road, but in 2016, she finally released her debut album, Never Lost My Way. At the age of 63, Alice's music had found its place in the world, and her album was a reflection of her journey. The album featured songs that captured her experiences and the emotional depth of her voice. It was an achievement that many artists dream of, but for Alice, it was a testament to her resilience and determination. She had spent years performing for small, impromptu audiences in the subway, and now her music was being shared on a larger scale. Despite her success, Alice never forgot her roots. She spoke fondly of her time busking in the subway, where she could connect with people on a personal level. She admitted that when she no longer performed in the subway, she missed the raw, unfiltered energy that came with singing underground. The subway stations were her home, and they had shaped her as an artist. Even as she performed in larger venues, the intimacy of the subway remained a cherished memory for Alice. Her debut album was more than just a collection of songs. It was a statement of who Alice was as an artist. She had spent decades perfecting her craft, and Never Lost My Way was a culmination of years of hard work and passion. The album received positive reviews, and Alice continued to perform for audiences around the world, sharing her music with those who appreciated the beauty and emotion she brought to her performances. Her success on AGT had opened doors, but it was her dedication to her craft that kept her going. While Alice was known for her music, her role as a mother was equally important to her. She was the proud mother of Gabourey Sidibe, an Oscar-nominated actress known for her role in Precious and her subsequent work in American Horror Story and Empire. Alice's love for her children was a constant presence in her life, and she always supported Gabourey as she navigated her own journey in the entertainment industry. Gabourey's rise to fame was a reflection of her mother's influence. Alice had always encouraged her children to follow their dreams, and Gabourey's success in Hollywood was a testament to that. Despite Gabourey's own fame, Alice remained a grounding force in her life. As Gabourey spoke about her mother in interviews, it was clear that Alice's love and guidance had shaped her into the woman she was. Alice's relationship with Gabourey was one of love and support. Gabourey, who now has children of her own, has worked hard to shield her family from the public eye, hoping to protect them from the challenges that come with fame. But despite her desire to keep her children out of the spotlight, Gabourey's bond with her mother remained strong. In many ways, Gabourey's success was a reflection of Alice's sacrifices and unwavering belief in her children. Alice Tan Ridley's legacy lives on through her music, her family, and the countless lives she touched. She may have started her career in the subway, but her talent transcended the underground world of New York City. From the subway platforms to America's Got Talent, Alice's voice reached millions, reminding us all of the power of music to connect us. Her passing in March 2025 leaves a hole in the music world, but her voice and her spirit will continue to inspire generations to come. Alice Tan Ridley may be gone, but her legacy as a mother, a teacher, and a singer lives on in the hearts of those who heard her sing and in the stories her family shares.